Corded or cordless? Seems to be the question in woodworking and just really anything related to tools these days, is that now there's an offering of just about everything on the cordless platform. Now, which one is right for you in your shop? So today we're going to be talking specifically about these two miter saws, both Kapex. This is the KS120, and this is the newest edition, the KSC 60. So we'll start off by talking about the most obvious difference between the two. This one is corded and this one here is cordless. So how do you determine which one is right for you, whether it be cordless or corded? You just have to ask yourself a few questions, right? Do you need mobility? Do you need the ability to use it anywhere, regardless of the power offerings at whatever location you're at? If the answer is yes, then obviously the cordless is going to be a great option because you can use it anywhere. Now, if mobility is not a concern for you and you plan on building this into a more permanent structure, you don't need to move it all of the time, and power isn't a concern, then maybe the corded option is what you need. Now, I mentioned that you have power, right? That's something I want to highlight because I think that there are a lot of woodworkers or people that are working out of their home shops that may not have the luxury of a lot of extra power in their shop. And what I mean by that is maybe you're renting a property and inside of that garage there's one outlet and you're trying to use that one outlet for multiple tools. Well, in a situation like that, believe it or not, going cordless might be a smart play because it's one less tool that you need to worry about hooking up to that power. Now that's the obvious portion of this video. Now we're just going to talk about a few of the key differences because some of the differences between the two saws may actually be the deciding factor in which one is right for you. First, we'll talk about size and capacity. You can see the KS120 is much larger than its cordless counterpart, the KSC 60. Now, obviously, bigger saw, bigger blade, you're going to get more capacity. But you're not going to get more capacity in every single scenario because when it comes to crosscut capacity, you actually do get the same of around 12 inches on the KSC 60. But when it comes to depth of cut capabilities, KS120 is going to be a better option for you. Another similarity is you're going to get about the same bevel capabilities between the two, but when it comes to miter capabilities, you're actually going to get more capacity on the KSC 60 because that you can go 60 degrees to the left and 60 degrees to the right, as opposed to the KS120, you can go 60 to the right, 50 to the left. In this configuration, you'll see that they are both on the same stand, just with slightly different hardware, the different hardware being this tray for the KSC 60, but either one of these will work on the mobile stand, and both of them will work with the optional wings to extend your work surface to the left and right of the blade. Now, a couple more small differences. With this, you're going to get this hold down clamp, which operates off of this lever and this rod here, as opposed to the KSC 60. It just uses a traditional Festool clamp, which can actually go in the left side or the right side of the saw, just like this hold down can on the KS120. Next difference would be how you go about adjusting your bevels. So with the KS120, you can do everything pretty much in the front without having to reach around too much to the back. There's a lever on the top in order to unlock it, but you can utilize this wheel here to bevel the saw left or right. As opposed to the KSC 60, where we do have this star knob on the back that we can loosen, and then we're able to move everything from the front side of the saw. And yes, you do have to reach behind it. However, it's a much more smaller, compact unit. Therefore, it's not that big of a reach. And then finally, one of the other big differences between the two is this comes equipped with a red dual line laser. So everything within those laser marks is where the blade is going to cut, as opposed to the KSC 60 actually comes with the shadow line, which is a direct shadow of the blade, so it will show you where your blade is at all times. So that is some of the differences and similarities between these two saws. Again, corded or cordless, which one is right for you? It may not be the same with every tool. It may not be corded for every tool, it may not be cordless, it might be a mix of both based on your situation. Hopefully the information that you received in this video is going to be helpful for you making the determination on which one you need for your space. Thanks.